Shalom. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 36, and it reads, Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rakah Kradash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Sekhet's orders hundreds of senior military officers to Virginia for a highly unusual meeting. This story caught my attention here because we're spiritual men and we judge all things, and something major is getting ready to happen here, okay? Now, if you're not privy to what occurred regarding this meeting that's going to take place over the next several days, I want you to listen closely to these updates here, and it's going to bring you up to speed, all right? Because this devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. This is why we have to continue to watch as well as pray. Listen closely to this story here, and per usual, I'll chime in momentarily.
A highly unusual military meeting is scheduled to take place next week. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has called hundreds of U.S. generals and admirals from around the world to come to Virginia on Tuesday. The gathering is scheduled to be held at the military installation in Quantico, according to several sources. The Pentagon has confirmed Hegseth will be addressing military leaders, but would not say what will be discussed. Sources close to the matter say it's rare to have a large gathering of so many senior military officials in the same place at the same time.
Let me come from here. Let's go here very quickly. Rewind this back. Bear with me 1 second.
With everything that's been going on in the world recently this week and as of today, I don't know if anyone has caught this. Our Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, has ordered a rare, urgent meeting with our generals and admirals in Virginia. So the question that should be on Americans' minds right now is, why did he call that meeting with all of those generals and admirals? Normally, a meeting of this magnitude and size are planned. People are notified. The public is notified. This time, it was just random. Instead, they are all just heading to Virginia, to base Quantico. And I do believe with what is going on right now, to have a meeting of this magnitude, people should be both concerned and aware of what is going on. Why did they call a meeting? Why did he order a meeting of this magnitude? What could it be? It could be anything. Is there a possibility of war on the table somewhere? Could it be possibility of aliens, allegedly, UFOs, allegedly? And with the way that 2025 has been rolling, I do believe everyone needs to have their head on a swivel. And it seems like this time around, the playbook has changed. But in my opinion, to order the best of the best, the top of the top, the elite of the elite, to meet all together and order them there all together, something is just not adding up to me, and it doesn't feel right. I mean, I hope that I'm right and I'm just over-guessing this, but there have been military experts that have been retired and some that are still out there have come out and said, this does not look good. Something is definitely up, but it remains to be seen. There are also claims that an urgent meeting of this magnitude has never ever happened before. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as to what you think is going on in that meeting.
Well, the first thought that came to my mind after catching wind of that report is Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse. And why is that? Because it reads, Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. But why is that? Here's the point. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Now, who is the devil that the Bible is speaking of in this particular scripture here? That's referring to Esau, Edom, right? The modern day so-called white man. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. He's getting ready. He's getting prepared to come down with great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Why do you think these high-ranking officials are meeting? They're not meeting there to have a damn picnic. This is why we, who are of the hope of the elect, we're advised to pray. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 18. And it reads, praying always with all prayer and supplication. Now, to pray means to beg, all right? Because we want to be able to endure the times that are coming upon the whole earth, all right? And we're only praying for the elect. Let me read this again for the top. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 18. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit and watching, all right? We're watching so we can measure the time diligently in itself. Continuing on, thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all the saints. Remember, we're not praying for the 2/3 of the house of Israel, all right? We're praying for the saints, for the hope of the elect. And the saints are the children of Israel, that 1/3, that grape of the cluster. The next precept that comes to mind to prove that point is Psalms 148, verse 14. But continuing on, because this is meant to be quick, this is the book of Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 through 18. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. And as spiritual men, we judge all things. And we can see through a spiritual lens, because we have the eye salve, that this devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. All right? Call halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, Shalom.